Hello, everyone. Welcome to Witchy Talk. Nicola coming in here from the southern skies of Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud. So, plugging in from Wellington here. And I am joined with, as always, the ever amazing and incredible Sophia. Welcome.
Here's my friend from MySpace to yours, and all the way from the AZ to the NZ, and everything in between, Nicola. I am excited to be here tonight. We have so much to celebrate, and yeah, the lucky 13. We're here.
We have arrived, yes. Just in time for this Halloween edition. And, it's super exciting to get together at this time of the year and connect. And we've got an amazing episode prepared for you. Sophia has gone above and beyond and really created an amazing ritual that we've both fed into and orchestrated and grown together. So we're really excited to bring that through for you tonight. But before we do that, we have got our tea, we've set up, and we've got our candles. So if you want to join along with us today, grab a candle, whatever you have present, and a journal, a notebook, scrap piece of paper, whatever you can write on. This is going to be a burning and releasing and surrendering as well as inviting in. So whatever you can write on that you can rip up and and have be gone is the
Absolutely.
yeah yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, most definitely. And it's pretty wild. It's been just a little over a year, and we're wrapping it up. We just finished up with episode 12, which is closures and completion,
Mm,
and rolling into 13 with the opportunity of new growth, continued expansion. And I'm really, really looking forward to it moving into the Witch's New Year.
mm,
Um, so we are going into our darker, cooler months here in the Southwest, and you guys are springing forward. Um, so I
yeah.
think that's really cool too. The duality we bring into the podcast,
Mm,
from the AZ to the NZ and Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere, and so thankful for the World Wide Web
mm,
to allow us to be here and create this space and
mm,
hold space for one another here. So I think that's beautiful. It's
yeah.
truly beautiful. Maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I'd be waiting for that letter in the mail, right? Writing my writing my pen pal a long letter, some snail mail. Now we're able to get here a little bit faster,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we're really grateful for that, and
yeah,
to be able to have the opportunity to co-create on this in this way, and like you say, with the duality and how we can bring together both of those opposites and really kind of like marry them together and have the reflections of both transitions. And it's still relatively cold here in the southern hemisphere, or where I am at least, and but there are blooms, there are the spring blooms, and all of the new growth is coming up. And so it is really feeling that they are both these liminal spaces that we're transitioning through. And yeah, those stepping is a stepping stone into an expansion point. Either it's a stepping stone into an expansion point or a contraction point, and but both have the same essence to it of what we're wanting to bring in and transform through. So yeah, it's pretty special to be able to do this.
that's quite powerful.
Mm,
Expansion and contraction. When I think about things contracting too, it's almost like I want to bust, right? Like I'm right there at that point where
yeah.
I'm like pushing myself out of this skin, right? Like
Mm, mm,
rebirth and transformation. And
mm,
um, it's a time too where I really like to go in. So I feel like what I'm bringing into the new year, this is the time where I allow myself in the next coming months to just
Mm,
kind of sit with that,
mm,
sit with projects and goals and really hone in and focus on that. It's more of a quiet time,
mm,
which further allows me to step into it, and it kind of really supports that as well. So
mm, mm,
um yeah, it's to utilizing the seasons and what we're given to work with,
mm,
right?
mm. Oh, yeah. And flowing with the seasons and flowing with that and it not just being an opportunity to buy decor and decorations and memes and whatnot. It's about that's fine, which is all fun as well,
Pumpkin spice.
of course. But then dropping down and feeling into like what is the ritual that I want to process through that is relative to what the seasons and the energies of nature are indicating is the time to do, you know. For us springing forward and growing out of that contraction, but that contraction is that gestation period as well. You know, we're coming out of winter, which has been that a lot of processing or a lot of going inward and looking at aspects that want to be cleared and want to be shared. And, coming to the end of the 9 year, it's just really important to look at what we're closing out. What are we closing out? What energies we do not want to carry through into the next year, and what energies do you want to carry through? Yeah, is just really important to look at those. And so with that springing forward for us, it's like, yeah, what am I really wanting to push into that and really focus and hone in on that, and then yeah, and feel that expansion that you can see around you with everything blooming. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, and like new growth, I think too, it's like new growth, what has been lying under the earth, right?
Mm,
You may
mm,
not see it growing, you may not see it sprouting up, but it is growing.
mm,
The roots are growing, they are expanding, they are branching out. And so, um, when I think about that, like right now, with the fall leaves and autumn and everything that has fallen onto the ground, like, and everything may look or appear dead to some, but I'm like, those leaves are providing compost,
mm,
they are providing fertilizer and nutrients for the plants to grow. They're feeding our beetles to help aerate the soil,
mm,
but even though we don't always see it, there
mm,
is still growth happening.
mm. Oh, yeah.
you
100%,
know
I feel that when the trees lose their leaves, that their roots must just grow exponentially deeper at that time of the year.
Oh,
Like
it's
that,
beautiful.
that must be the time of year when they really focus on their root structure, right? And then in the summer and the spring, they focus up and out, and that's, their focus and the roots that they've developed over winter are really holding them, especially for the spring winds we've got at the moment. It's
Yeah,
so insanely windy.
strong
Yeah.
winds, huh?
Very strong winds. Totally. But yeah, like you say, that composting of those leaves, the autumn leaves falling, and what it is that we're wanting to release and let go and surrender so that that can be composted back into Mother Earth and Mother Gaia. And so many rituals are about releasing out into the earth what no longer serves you, so Mother Gaia can receive it and transmute it, because that's what she's the best at. We love our compost heap here. So,
Absolutely. I mean, and it all serves a purpose. It
yeah.
all serves a purpose. Even a compost bin in itself, we both garden. It's like the leftover scraps, right? The
Mm,
stuff that may normally be discarded
mm,
is providing like nutritious, delicious, gold for our plants.
yeah.
You
And the
know?
worms, all the worms that are in there, and all the little bugs and everything that are just like helping to break it down. So, yeah. I think just honoring and spending time in nature and in amongst the seasons and being aware of the seasons and what nature is doing is just imperative, for our connections as humans to the earth. And yeah.
We're a part of it, and we're
Yeah.
very much, we are nature,
Mm,
we speak to nature, and it's,
mm,
we're living here and residing here on this earth right now. And I think it is a beautiful gift to have the opportunity to really plug into the elements and
mm,
plug into what is given to us every day.
mm,
The opportunity to step out. It's been raining a lot here and hear the rainfall.
mm,
Um, listen to the wind,
mm,
hear the crackling of a fire, um,
mm,
and really enjoy all of those gifts that are
mm.
given to us, and an opportunity to really connect in. And I feel when I connect in with nature, it allows me to connect in with myself.
Yeah. It's that reflection point, the silence, right? Mm.
Absolutely.
And being
And through
witnessed. Mm. Mm.
through all the seasons of it,
Mm.
like
Mm.
now I'm imagining my roots are going in deep.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah.
they are like fortifying my trunk so I
Mm.
can be supported for come springtime. And
Mm.
that's a beautiful way of looking at it.
Mm. 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 Very much so. I see
That's
you've got
amazing.
marigolds there. They're beautiful orange. I love the flowers that you've got around there. The
Oh,
marigolds.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that I did go out and purchase. Usually, speaking of decor, but it is something that I do save a little bit about this season.
Mm.
Um, Typically, I have them growing through my garden space, but I'm in the process of like redoing my foundation totally. So, which is like my New Year's project,
Mm.
to redo my garden space.
Mm.
But marigolds, they have a very distinct scent, and so I found these lovely blends that have like a French marigold and
Mm.
these firecracker marigolds that are freaking amazing.
Mm.
Um, but during this time of year and around Halloween time, we celebrate All Souls Day and All Saints Day,
Mm.
um, culturally. And so marigolds are believed the scent will welcome our ancestors and our loved ones back home.
Wow, that's
So
beautiful. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a like a 2 to 3 day celebration.
Mm.
So from like midnight Halloween through the 1st and the 2nd of December,
Mm.
um, we celebrate. So originally it's a pagan holiday, and our ancestors, our native ancestors, when the Spanish came to colonize
Mm.
with Catholicism, they tried to mold that holiday and those celebrations in with the faith. So
Mm.
the Pope had named it. There was like three different popes that had made it a day of like martyrs and saints and
Mm.
all souls. So it all kind of got tied into that. A
Mm.
lot of people think it's like the Mexican Halloween. No, it's like a lot deeper than that. It goes back to like the Aztecs, the Toltecs, and what they did to honor their loved ones.
Mm.
Um, and it's not so much an honoring of death, it's an honoring of life.
Mm.
So Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead,
Mm.
is where we take time to reflect and sit with our ancestors and those
Mm.
that have now are on another plane. So I don't believe that one dies, right? Your soul is just moved on to another place. But during this time, we welcome them into our home. So
Mm.
typically, I'll set out a table with family, and we prepare their favorite meals.
Mm.
Um, there's specific desserts and pastries that we make.
Mm.
Um, these little Day of the Dead loaves that have like a cross and bones on them that are traditionally
Mm.
made, usually their favorite beverages.
Mm.
So we have like a chocolate type porridge drink we make, usually some tequila or whatever their favorite drink was.
Yeah.
So So we will set up an altar that's typically multiple tiered,
Mm,
um, for our ancestors, and a table specifically for them to come and dine with us,
mm,
during this time. So um, it's something I've made a solid effort to, really trying to incorporate into my practice this time of the year, because the veil is thin. And
mm,
so
mm,
I know they're around, so might as well invite them to the party, you
mm.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, and I come to find today's also National Black Cat Day.
Yes.
So it's a day where we honor our pets, our deceased pets. So it basically is like an all week celebration.
Mm, mm,
So I think that was really cool coming into the Lucky 13 episode.
mm.
Um, that, yeah, bringing in that black cat love.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Those familiars and those that keep us safe in our psychic realms and our yeah, it's very those cats that are predominantly not as adopted than all the
Oh my
other lovely
gosh.
colored cats. But
I
I go,
know.
yes,
It's
I
so
go,
sad.
you know. But I think it's becoming more people are, I think, out there that are adopting black cats now. So
Yeah, I think
the
people are
stigma
catching on to the
is,
fact.
yeah, the stigma is lessening more and more, which is good. Totally.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like counteracting those superstitions, right? Like all those misconceptions
Mm,
of, um, that we have in our mind, or superstitions that have been passed down. I mean, that was probably one of the earliest superstitions I had learned of as a kid. Like, I remember a black cat crossing the road,
yeah.
and my aunt, we live on like a one-way road. It's very narrow,
Mm,
and there's really no place to turn around.
mm.
It's like you got to drive down a hill, and there's really no place to turn around. But she saw a black cat cross, and she's like, "Arr!" She went into like shock almost, and had to throw the car in reverse because you couldn't turn it around. And back then we drove like this big Lincoln Continental, like this huge freaking boat. And I was like thinking to myself, what freaked her out? It's
Yeah.
just a cat, you know? She's
Wow.
like, Sophie, no, it's a black cat. It's bad luck. And I was like, I think they're kind of cool, you know? Mind you, we've always had cats. I mean, since I was a kid, we've always had
Yeah.
cats around the house. So
Same.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the big deal is. So then she throws it in reverse. And
Mm.
as she's going to turn around, then the cat goes back the other way. I might have been like 5 or 6. And I was like, so what are you going to do now?
It's trapping you. It's totally
Uh,
cornering you.
I'm like, that means double the luck, right? But yeah, it's crazy. I think people are catching on to it. You're right, Nicola. They're catching on to how freaking cool they are.
Yeah.
Um, I think they have really cool personalities, really spunky. But
Yeah.
you're right. They have one of the lowest adoption rates.
Mm.
I was reading today because I had to check it out. They make up about a third of the shelter cat population.
Mm.
Um, they have the highest rate for euthanasia,
Oh, wow.
average of about
Mm.
74.6, which
No.
breaks my heart.
Oh, gosh.
Um, Less than 10% adoption rate.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, hopefully we'll change that with the black cats. I
Mm.
mean, I've had several black cats, and they have been so wonderful
Yes.
and so magical too.
Yes.
So
I
yeah, it's a
do
matter of,
have a tortoise shell, but she has half of her face is just completely black. So when you've got her on a profile, she's just got a completely black half of her face. So it's pretty cool.
oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. Hopefully
mhm.
that'll start changing around for our cats, most definitely.
I think so. And I think, there's like a rebellion against the stigma of things as well. It's like,
Hmm.
claiming that 13 is lucky, not unlucky, and claiming that a black cat is lucky, not unlucky. It's like you actually create that energy in
Mm.
yourself based on your belief. So if you believe a black cat crossing your path is unlucky, then you are going to create unlucky things happening to you, and you're going to, it's actually going to, you're going to, you're creating it. So to believe that, and have other, have other superstitions, walking under a ladder and breaking a mirror and all those other superstitions that are out there as well, I've definitely broken many mirrors, and I definitely haven't had 7 years bad luck. So, it's like how how literally do we want to take the thing and actually declare that is not how my reality works, and don't let that energy perpetuate what that means. Because as soon as you attribute meaning to it, then everything around you orchestrates to fulfill that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, in a
Yeah,
way. Yeah,
yeah. The power of the mind, right?
yeah,
Because you're
totally.
believing it, and whatever you see around you is then bring it into action.
Yeah, totally. It's the power of belief. Yeah, yes. And your own energetic declarations of what is and what isn't relevant to you or important to you. Yeah. So whatever you
Mm.
attribute meaning to, yeah, will then yeah, populate your, you know, populate your video game that you're playing or
Yeah,
your life.
yeah, yeah. Who's got the controller here, right? I mean, what moves are you making, and
Yeah.
how are you taking it? I mean, in the sense of, on the flip note,
Mm,
I've been reminded how you can utilize that same space and energy for something positive,
mm,
as far as like what you want to bring in something
mm,
good and see it manifest,
mm,
because of the energy you're giving it. Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
so, I guess it's just how you're utilizing it, right?
It's totally the power of intention, right? And that's what you're doing when you're doing ritual and spell, is the intention behind it. And, the intention of choosing the herbs that you're choosing, or, the runes that you're using, or the day or the moon that you're doing it on. There's all intentionality that is, has meaning to you. So whatever you attribute meaning to is gonna, yeah, totally add.
Oh, yeah. Planetary aspects,
Yeah,
numerology.
yeah. Exactly. It's all going to flow in. Totally. So, yes.
The number 13.
Mm,
So, has a reputation for being unlucky, but it is actually filled with positive energy.
mm,
Um, Also, I was reading that the number 13 can be a sign from your guardian angels. With a pinch of positive thinking, you can manifest your dreams and desires.
mm. Well, it's the one
Yeah.
and the three, right? So the one is the start of your journey, right? The one is like, I have started. And then the three is a journey with completion. So it's actually a complete number. It's like the start and then a journey, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a completion. So it's like a whole number.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, that
Never
signifies
thought
you.
about that.
Yeah, you're starting something and then the journey, and then it's whatever the intentionality around that is complete. So it's not like yeah, an open-ended aspect. Totally.
That's
So,
interesting.
yeah.
I never thought about that before.
No, I just realized while I was looking at the number, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading too that it may be viewed in a lot of cultures as a holy number.
Mm,
Um, so if you look at, in sacred geometry,
mm,
the fruit of life in sacred geometry, it
mm.
consists of 13 circles.
Oh, wow. Mm,
And those 13 circles represent the womb of the universe.
mm,
Um, and there are certain cultures that do consider it lucky. The Chinese
mhm,
and the Italian believe that it is a number of good fortune
Yeah.
and longevity.
Yeah.
It's only us in the Western culture that consider it unlucky.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. Did that come from the Knights Templar or something though? Is that how that is that where the 13 came from?
The Knights Templar,
Yeah.
you know, 13 for me, I always looked at it as a number of rebellion and like the punk rock scene.
Yeah.
And so that's what I really harnessed in. It was a sense of like empowerment,
Mm.
rebellion against the system. And I found it as a very powerful number.
Mm.
Um, and to like something that is just, it's a blessed number, a lot of divine feminine
Mm.
energy. Um, but that's interesting, as you mentioned, the one and the three, because I was reading that the number itself actually like earmarks a shifting of cycles, like
Mm.
celebrating the end of one era
Yeah.
and starting something new.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah,
So,
definitely. And the divine feminine that you just mentioned, it's that the 13 moons, the 13 cycles that we have within that. So it's like
mhm.
making the divine feminine unlucky. It's like another attribute that has been inserted into culture in ways that subtly make the divine feminine, not safe. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
wow. Now I think about it, it's just another way for them to get that in there, right?
yeah, yeah, totally, totally,
Wow.
totally. And then the 13 is the death card and the tarot as well. So there's like all these layers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's freaking awesome.
So, not literal death, but the death of a cycle. And, it
For
can, I mean,
sure.
it can still signify literal death depending on, whatever you are reading in the cards and your whatever it's speaking to you. But it is the death and the releasing of, what you're wanting to let go of. And and we're about, when we go into this ritual that I was talking about at the beginning, we're bringing Kali Ma in through that to really bring that death energy in, that the death of the ego, the death of all these aspects of self that we're really wanting to kind of slay and let go and put into the earth and release as that fertilizer.
Oh,
Here's all
heck
my
yeah.
toxicity. Just,
Yeah.
remove that out. And so, yeah, if we can allow ourselves to surrender all that as much, as we can, especially like I said, the year of the snake, coming to the end of that 9 year, it's a pivotal moment to feel into cycles that we want to close out. What karmic ties, what soul contracts do we feel like we have, what vows, oaths, and agreements do we feel like that we have instated somehow, or ancestral lineage aspects of vows, oaths, and agreements that have come through. And, there's so much focus on, the negative aspects from that we can get through our lineage. And it's so important to honor, which is what you were speaking about earlier. Honor the lineage keepers and our lineage as well, but also feeling into, is there something in my mother's line and my father's line that was a vow that feels like it's bigger than my life that I'm carrying, that I'm ready to declare, that I'm burning
Mm,
into the fire and surrendering and letting go. And so this is the
mm.
opportunity now to do that. So if you have a pen and paper as we get closer to going into this ritual, to start writing down things that are coming up as we're talking, is like, what is it that I'm wanting to release? What is it that I'm surrendering? If you're in the northern hemisphere, what are the leaves that are wanting to come off? And what am I wanting to
Yeah.
shake off? And the
Right.
trees are not afraid to let go of their leaves because they know the beauty, there's more beauty to come, and they know it's a time to burrow their roots down further into the earth and take hold, and strengthen themselves, so that, yeah, when they do burst forth with their new growth, that they are, have all the nutrients that they need from below. So yeah, yeah, it's just so this work is shadow work aspects with the dark goddess, and um yeah, it's just I love it. I love
Just
taking
as
these journeys.
it's just as important, and I think we've
Yeah.
talked about that briefly
Mm,
prior to meeting tonight. Is some people kind of, and I'll speak from my own personal experiences, they may not understand. Like, they see me and I might be like, oh, they're Sophie, you're so colorful, you're so bright, you're hippy dippy, you're a lover. I don't understand like this darker aspect of yourself. I just don't get it. I was talking with a friend the other night. It's like, I never would have thought that. Like I just can't put it together. And I'm just, how can there be so much light from the
mm,
dark? Well, it is because of the darkness we're able to see the light.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know, I was just camping up in the forest last week and it was a dark moon and I was surrounded by stars and I'm like, wow,
Mm,
the darker the skies, the
mm,
brighter the stars,
yeah, very much
you
so.
know,
Mm,
and not to be afraid to step into that. I
mm,
mean, and to go deeper, right? And to
mm,
unveil what is left standing in the corner, standing in that dark corner or down deeper and deeper. And
yeah,
really peeling back these layers to get in. I mean,
yeah,
I I definitely know what I do not want to carry with me into the new year.
yeah.
You know, like
100%.
I definitely know, like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
shit that has come up, and I'm like, I thought I was done with this. Okay, I guess this is going into the fire, right?
yeah.
Things that come up
Mm,
that I don't want to take with me, like
mm,
really closing that cycle and moving into
mm,
a new year, and the closing of this 9 year is so
yeah,
significant.
yeah,
And I think it's so important to, I mean, what I'm feeling, anyways, and what we want to step into with this ritual is anything that is left remaining. Like I've been
mm,
brushing it off. I've been making these beautiful pine brooms I picked up and just cleaning my space, just
mm,
really cleansing the space. Um,
mm, mm, mm.
so we can move into a new year. Like I am
Yeah.
ready for it.
Oh,
My body, my
yeah.
soul, my mind is ready for it.
So ready for it.
I am ready. I'm ready for a new chapter,
Yeah.
Um, and I feel that. I feel that deep within every part of my being. And
Mm,
um, so I feel like I really want to put on my big girl pants and step up and step into whatever is lingering because
yeah.
now is the time.
Now is the time, 100%. And there's in a couple of days on the 30th, there's a whole host of energies that are all culminating into just a massive shift in consciousness. I can't speak into to what they are exactly because I haven't watched
Uh,
enough of it. I've just heard snippets of things here and there. Three Eye Atlas might be part of it, and then other astrological aspects, but just
yeah.
this time is just such a potent time to feel into what is shifting, and what you said before, like I've experienced it as well, where I've had people say to me, including a mentor and including people that I've met through mutual friends, that but your energy is so bright and light, and you're a light worker, and it's like, well, yes, but they say, but why are you into all the dark stuff? Like it's not it doesn't seem congruent with, like your output and energy, and yeah, you're like sunny disposition and cheerful and lovely. Um, and a couple of years ago, I absolutely loathed being called lovely, and I decided I was going to embody being sassy, and then that just like it just like turned on his head and just like a whole catastrophe
Oh,
unraveled from
fuck,
that. I was
dude.
like, okay, no, I'm just going to be lovely. I'm going to be lovely. Anyway, I got annoyed when people would say that to me and I wouldn't really know what to say back. I'd just be like, well, I'm into dark shit as well. Like, whatever. But now, I've really thought about it and processed, and what I want to say the next time someone says that to me is, what I'm hearing you say is that you are not attributing my light to doing witchcraft. you do not see how those two are linked, but they are like that. It might that the light is because of the craft and the dark shadow work and being part and parcel to like doing all of that work as well as the light work. Like it's not two separate things. Like if you just do shadow and dark shit, then you're just gonna fucking melt into all of those
For
heavy
sure.
aspects as well. Like it's gotta have the duality of both to like pull us into our humanity. And so yeah, that's what I want to say to people the next time they say that to me. But you're so light and bubbly. Why are you into witchcraft? Like, what I'm hearing you say is you're not attributing this persona to witchcraft, and that is, what it is. But I mean, not everyone displays that disposition, I guess. So it doesn't make sense in some people's head that aren't, around the yeah, the culture or, the yeah.
No, but I mean, and then too, that's how they want to perceive things, and then therefore project it on what you should be or what fits their mold. And
Yeah.
I I think that's why I'm even more so grateful to celebrate, especially during Samhain, especially during this holiday, is harnessing and really stepping into like who I am truly and fully, despite what anybody's going to think or say. Like, and I understand what you're saying. I hear what you're saying
Mm,
because it was like I wouldn't even say trigger. Like, oh, Sophie, you're so light, you're so happy, and I'm like, well, I mean, I am thankful for the opportunity to step into my personal practice because
mm,
I know like the deep depths of fucking hell I
mm.
have crawled out of and battled and went back, got the t-shirt, went back again, and the experiences and the lessons that I learned to grow to pull me into the fucking light,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
and I I am so thankful for every one of those experiences. Like I know
Yes.
I wouldn't be here today without them. Like, and
Yes.
I fucking embrace that shit, dude. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm in my fucking hardcore punk rock stage right now. Like I'm fucking embracing that shit. Like
Yeah.
when I was younger, I was kind of viewed as an outcast or what, or misjudged or misperceived as whatever people thought I should be or what I
Mm,
meant to their framework of mind.
mm,
Um, but truly stepping into a new chapter, and I really believe that like
mm,
um, we are closing a chapter, right? Opening and starting anew.
mm,
Like I'm in my second part of this life here on earth, right?
mm.
I'm in my 40s. Like I want to make it count,
Fuck yeah.
I don't want to be drugged down by other people's bullshit or some
Mm,
narrow, rigid point of view of who I should be or fitting a fucking mold because I can't do it. I can't do
mm,
it.
mm,
And um that is a reason why I celebrate. And I celebrate all those that have boldly and courageously gone before us to make an impact and
mm,
to leave a positive influence and inspire us,
yeah.
there's truly something inspiring when I meet somebody that has gone through some shit and I'm like, damn girl, like how did you get through that? It's inspiring.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Inspiring
it is
because it's
inspiring.
there's a sense of vulnerability with that. If I'm in the
Mm,
clouds all the time and like most people I've met that are quote unquote happy all the time and smiling in that
yes.
face, like they're dealing with some shit. But it's like I can't go there,
Yeah.
right? So I
Yeah.
I go there because I want to grow there,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes. Grow through it. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Mm,
So, I mean, I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for the opportunity because I think it has really been having the opportunity to step into your practice. Like, I know that has what has gotten me through the
mm,
darkest times in my life.
100%. Yeah. Hands down.
The darkest
Yeah.
times in my life. And it's
Mm,
just the misconception that things that are viewed on
mm,
the craft because of what's shown out there or what's shown in Hollywood, and
mm,
not really understanding that, like, it is something that I honor. I honor
mm,
everything has a spirit, like
mm,
everything has an energy, and it's all a part of me and where I'm at and what I'm creating in my space. And
mm,
how
mm,
can we harness that to grow and go deeper and transform and change?
mm,
And I I don't know what I would do without it. It's been that personal, and it's
mm,
been such a huge part of who I am,
mm,
like,
mm,
and it's something that found me at some of the darkest points in my
mm,
life.
mm, mm.
And I'm thankful to Mother Earth, and I'm thankful to all of our guardians and our guides that have led us here and
Mm.
have come into our space,
Yeah.
so bringing in some of these dark, wonderful, powerful goddesses tonight,
Yeah.
um, that have shown up for both you and I, and may
Mm.
normally be viewed as
Yeah.
a dark goddess or scary or
Mm.
wicked,
Mm.
that are beautiful.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, so I embrace that shit wholeheartedly.
Big time. As you said that, I was like, I want to bring another goddess in because I think she needs to be more out there. We're using two that are more well known, and I'm not gonna tell you who it is until we're in it.
Okay.
She's gonna go in there with Kali Ma together. So we're gonna have two dark goddesses coming in with what we're clearing, and then we'll come out with another. So another thing I just noticed was the fear of 13 is called Trisca Triscadiophobia. Triscadiophobia, the fear of 13. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Triscal, the Triskelion. That's
Mm-mm-mm.
the Celtic trinity, the Celtic spiral, Triskel, so Triscadiophobia. So it began in the Middle Ages, possibly tied to the Christian law. The 13th guest at the Last Supper was Judas, who betrayed Jesus. And so, yeah. And so there was that fear around the number 13 as being portrayed in that way as well.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Was it like 13 shekels of silver or something? I'm trying to go back to the Bible stories now in my head.
I don't know.
Um, I'll have to read into that. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I mean, I've got those symbols tattooed all over my fucking body.
Yeah. Totally.
But, and again, um, what this number is asking us to do is to channel all of our important energy
Mm,
towards recognizing the good things.
mm,
Um, I think when we're able to foster a positive mindset, we're able to be more awakened to the beautiful life and opportunities that we have and the life that
mm,
we can live.
mm,
Um, and also bring in what we need and what we want.
mm,
Um, could even be like the simple things,
mm, mm,
the little things, right, that are truly the big things. And
mm.
um, I think the universe will speak to us in a language we understand if
Yeah.
we're open to it, you
Mm.
know?
And if you inform the universe and how to speak to you as well, like if you have your own symbology that means something to you, then the universe can utilize that in your dreams and in your external world to point you in directions. So, we all have all of the witchy symbols that are out there and,
Hmm.
all the different glyphs for the planetary aspects and everything. But if a turtle means something specific to you, then really
Hmm.
declare that this is what a turtle means. Higher self, spirit guides, this is what this means to me. This is what this means to me. So then when you see it in a really profound way, then it's pointing as a directional marker for you then. So then you can be, walking through the city or feeling depressed and low and go into a bookshop and there's a massive book about turtles and that's the first thing you see and you're like, okay. Get it, snap out of it, whatever it is. So yeah, teach the universe how to speak to you. Definitely.
That's beautiful.
Mm.
Wow, that is powerful.
Yeah, my friend Courtney, she spoke about that and it might have been in one of the videos on my YouTube or it might have been in the summit. It might have actually been in my Quantum Somatic Summit, and that's not up on YouTube. But yeah, she spoke about creating your own, you have your own book of shadows. It could be part of that, or you could have your own symbol journal. It could just be a little one where you're literally, this is what this means and references. And so speak to me in this way in my dreams and externally. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
really potent way to shape our reality.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Mm-mm.
That is really
Shall,
powerful. Yeah,
yeah.
most definitely.
Mm-mm. Shall we journey together?
I would love that. It is getting a little bit cold out here, and I'm ready to
You're ready to
drink
light
some
your fire.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So the importance of creating sacred space. So just taking a little bit of time, grab things you might need if you haven't already, candles, something to write on, incense. I have Palo Santo. It's one of my favorites. It really pings my third eye open.
Oh, that stuff smells heavenly.
Oh, so good. Totally. So yeah, we
So
really
yes,
want to, yeah.
yeah, we did some cleansing earlier as well.
Mm,
Nicola and I were talking about it earlier. Creating a sacred space too. It helps us separate, the ordinary from reality in the sense. Like,
mm,
um, I was able to come out here tonight and I have been making some rosemary water. I'll show you guys this. Um, for the new year, it's something simple you can do if you have um, rosemary or you grow it. What I did is I set some of the sprigs in this glass jar
mm,
and I let it bring in the sun's energy. So it's been
mm,
sitting out here.
mm.
And I had a really big jar that I've had sitting out here since summer solstice, just taking in all that heat and all that warmth.
Yeah,
And
wow.
then I'll use this to clean my floors.
Mm,
So that's what I did out here tonight. And rosemary itself is also very cleansing.
hmm
So it will help to dispel anything that's lingering or
mm,
any negativity. It's a very cleansing herb, also used for protection as well.
mm. Yeah,
So,
at work we've got some bundles that have rosemary and sage, mugwort sage, lavender sage. We've got a few different ones, which is, yeah, really good to have those combinations and that rosemary aspect of clearing and making sure we're growing it somewhere on our property, out
yeah,
the front door somewhere.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the Palo Santo you're burning is a holy wood, right?
Mm.
And that's used for cleansing as well.
Yeah, very much so. Definitely cleansing. For me, I use it to cleanse. I do prefer the smell over sage, but I will sage if I feel I need to, but more so than, yeah, like I said, like I feel like Palo Santo just like ignites my intuition and it really sets the space for what I'm doing, you know. Yeah, I think when you use a scent enough in ritual, then when you smell it, it invokes that state instantly. So Palo Santo does that for me. I have a little frankincense oil that I also use that I got from
Oh yeah,
a little shop. It's not really showing up very
yeah.
well, but and then this oil that I love to use, it's got a little piece of moldavite in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a really life-altering crystal, and I do have another piece of crystal moldavite that I sometimes wear around my neck, but it's a very transformative, not technically a meteorite, but how what was created from an impact from a meteorite, and then the combination of that with the earth, and yeah. So yeah, I
It's powerful. I know that.
yeah,
I better be feeling really stable if I'm wearing mine.
as
I'm like,
hectic as hectic as, right?
oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool. Well, I've been bundling some rosemary and I'm throwing it in with some pine, some lavender, and I'm gonna set that in our bubbling cauldron
Mm, mm,
and hopefully bring in some warmth tonight.
mm, mm,
We'll throw that in there.
mm. So, yeah, feeling the energies to begin.
I think so.
You have your bell. I have my bell. Mm. Grounding into the beautiful energies of Earth, facing the north, or I am going to gesture to the north. I'm calling in the spirits of the earth, asking for the energy of grounding, of stability, of strength. Calling in the animal totems, the animal guides of the earth, the bear. Feeling powerful energy coming through the wolf, burrowing creatures, bunny rabbits. And just feeling that beautiful grounding energy of Mother Gaia. We call her Papatua Nuku here in New Zealand, but calling in Gaia,
Mm.
Pachamama, the Great Mother, Terra, and feeling that beautiful anchoring energy grounding our space. And handing over to you, Sophia.
As I face the east, I will call in the spirit of air, the element of air. As I light this incense, may the air carry our prayers up into the celestial, up into the heavens. May our guardians and guides meet us here this night and continue to guide us, carrying our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations with the almighty wind,
Mm.
shape shifting and uplifting us. Hear our prayers. Stepping into the element of fire, may you hear our desires and bring in the power of transformation, passion, revelation, continuation, transforming us and our very beings into the new dimensions, stepping into our divinity, stepping into our reality and that which we create for ourselves. Hail fire to the south. Be here with us now. Grace us with your profound power and strength that we may transform and we may shift the dark into the light this very night.
Mhm. And calling in the energies of the west, the water, the south, that beautiful, potent, deep energy of our internal depths, of the depths of our being, of our emotional state, calling to the guardians of the water to be with us in our journey, to bring us into our deeper awareness, the whale song, be with us in our journey, connect into our psychic realms, the dolphins, the turtles, the sharks, those deep, deep creatures into the deepest depths, invoking the courage and the bravery to dive into the potent aspects of our depths and feel the wellspring of emotions, to allow purity, to allow that purification, that healing, emotion, intuition, reflection, and refinement. For water is refining. Calling on my own internal waters to be alive and activated within me, and feeling the waters of my bloodline, my ancestors, to be present here in the circle, through the earth, through the air, the fire, and the water. Our ancestors, our lineage keepers, and our soul guardians to be present and witness and support of our journey and process here tonight. And together we bring in the spirit as we light our white candles together. Our master flames. And as we ignite this flame, Sophia, anything you want to add to the lighting of the candle?
I bring in the power of three, completion and divinity, the triple goddess. Every aspect of our beings Mother, maiden, crone, every part of the journey. It's all significant to the growth.
And with
And
this, yeah, you go.
I too call in our ancestors and those that have started the path that we may continue it moving forward and break those vows
Mm,
and transform and be the one to step forward in that courage and knowing and trusting that they have our back,
mm,
that they are supporting us and loving us and guiding us each step of the way.
mm,
We honor you today. We honor you on this day. We're thankful and grateful for your love, your kindness, and your support, and believing in us, even when we couldn't believe in ourselves.
mm.
May we step into the wealth of knowledge, and may our thoughts and our hearts be cleansed, transformed in the fire.
Mm.
We got it lit. Now we just
Yes,
got to keep it growing.
it's a blazing. It's a blazing. And you're gonna be warm now, nice and toasty.
Ah, ah.
And acknowledging the primordial fire is burning and releasing, but it's also igniting passion and igniting our inspiration moving forward. And so the duality of this primordial element is acting in both, which is what we're bringing in today. We are releasing, and then we are invoking what we are wanting to replace what we're releasing.
Mm.
So feeling into that duality as well of where we are going and now. Um, so within this space that we have created here, into this circle, I invoke the Dark Mother in all her ferocity, Kali Ma, goddess of time, of change, goddess of destruction. She is liberation, liberation from old attachments, dissolving limiting beliefs. Goddess Kali, destructor of evil forces. Goddess of death, death of the ego, death of layers of the ego self, bestowing moksha, liberation, calling this compassionate mother to walk with us through this ritual.
Mm.
Also invoking Baba Yaga, goddess of the dark moon. With courage and devotion, I call to you, grandmother of the deepest depths of the forest. I call to you with reverence and respect in my heart. Goddess of the dark moon, I come to you with the darkest layers of my soul. You are the forest with a wild heart. The path only reveals itself to those who are ready to be tested by Baba Yaga. And she tests you by fire and leaves you transformed. Baba Yaga, wild bone mother, keeper of the forest and ancient secrets, I step beyond the known and I enter your woods with open eyes and a willing heart. And I ask that you strip away what is false and speak what is real and test me by fire and leave me transformed. And within this space, we are transforming these words that we want to burn, these aspects of self, these layers of our intricacies, feeling into what you are writing down, what you are wanting to release. And here within this space to be witnessed, we are surrendering and releasing self doubt, mistrust into the fire, anger, resentment, surrendering, apathy, depression, fear, fear, feeling into the aspects of these self doubt, mistrust, anger, resentment, apathy, depression, fear. Clearing and releasing inertia, the stuckness, the stuck feeling of not being able to move beyond the situation that you are currently residing in. I surrender inertia. I surrender all my neuroses, my neurotic behaviors. Complexities that are raw nerves that are exposed to triggers. Anxiety, despondency, and feeling that these are surrendered, cleared, released, and feeling that potency of those layers, especially those niggling ones, resentment, apathy, feeling Kali Ma and Baba Yaga are with you, and feeling into all these layers, what these words mean to you, which ones pull at your deepest depths that you know are a cycling pattern of stuckness that you wish to surrender now, and declare to yourself, I hereby declare that I am released of all of these cycling patterns that hold me in. I hereby declare that I no longer wish to experience these lessons in this way. I hereby declare that I have experienced and learned everything I need to learn in this way. And creating your own declarations, I hereby declare and stand strong in the sovereignty of your words, of what you are declaring to yourself, that it is framed in a positive manner, and that you're anchoring these aspects. I hereby declare that I am releasing all resentment, mistrust, apathy, depression, fear, inertia, neuroses, anxiety, despondency into the fire, into the flames. And feeling Kali Ma and feeling Baba Yaga at your side, at your sides. And together they feel the aspects that are coming up in you, bubbling up to the surface, and allowing these to release from you. Maybe they're bubbling up and over and out, feeling a flooding of black smoke releasing from your body, releasing from your heart space, and feeling that Kali Ma and Baba Yaga are there with you to devour whatever you're releasing. In the flames of transformation, you're feeling cords of attachment to these aspects. Resentment may have a cord of attachment to it.
Mm. Mm.
Anger, fear may have a cord of attachment to it. Kali Ma is destructive. She is relentless. This will no longer be an attachment for you. This is no longer serving you. Declare that this attachment is no longer serving me. I hereby surrender the attachment to apathy, depression, anxiety, self doubt.
This attachment is no longer serving me. We release this into the fire to be transformed, transmuted, and taken away from us. What no longer serves us leaves in our closer.
I surrender all that is no longer serving me into the flames. Playing small, procrastination, distraction, and declare that it is done, it is done, it is done. And know that Baba Yaga and Kali Ma are your support for clearing. Baba Yaga devours all that you are ready to surrender to her, and Kali Ma destroys all that you are ready to surrender. Declare that it is done and it is done. And say it is done as many times as you need until you feel it clear.
It is done. It is done.
It is done, it is done. It is done, it is done. By the power of three, so mote it me, so mote it be. Maiden, Mother, and Crone, the goddess, the triple goddess, the trio of transformation. And within the space of surrender and release, within the space of transformation, there is the flame of rebirth and the flame of passion, of growth, of ignition. And with that ignition, we light our second candle. Oh, here it is. And with the second candle, whatever color you choose signifies I have a red candle, love, compassion, expansion, grounding into these new aspects that I'm calling in. And with this, we are invoking the Queen of the Witches, a Lady of the Night, Hecate, Hecate. Calling on Hecate, goddess at the crossroads, ancient goddess of the night, your torch illuminates our internal sight. Keeper of the keys, reveal the path set forth for me. Guide me deep into my core passions and desires and unveil them for me. Hecate, support me, walk with me as I embody all that I am calling forward. Growth, expansion, receiving and allowing, connection, love, abundance, peace of mind, peace in my heart, trust, joy, bliss, contentment, neutrality, happiness, prosperity. I am calling forth and calling into my existence to embody on my path, to follow the path of my greatest joy, my greatest expansion, to follow my passions. I hereby ignite within myself the power to step into my growth and expansion, receiving and allowing,
Receiving and allowing.
connection, love,
Action.
abundance.
Love. That's been a tough one.
Mhm.
Almost wanted to fight me there. Ah, get in there, you son of a gun. You are deserving of love.
Yes. Oh, it got brighter as you said that.
Ah,
Abundance,
abundance. Pos-
abundance.
Yes, positivity. Lucky 13.
Yes. Peace of mind.
Oh my goodness.
Mm, mm, mm. Peace in my heart. Trust, joy, bliss, excitement, excitement, excitement. Contentment. I am embodying, feeling content in my life. I am calling in feeling neutrality. Neutrality is potent to experience when life is showing us things that are contradictory to how we are wanting life to go. Neutral, grounded state of being, content and neutral state of being with elements of all of these aspects: happiness, prosperity, wealth. And feeling Hecate with you as you feel into all of these expansion points that are available to you. Goddess of the crossroads, keeper of the keys. She is an access point for you. The crossroads is an aspect of every moment in your life. We're constantly making decisions, some bigger than others. And the saying that you meet the devil at the crossroads, you also meet Hecate there. And you can also have your guides, your guardians, your ancestors, lineage keepers, star beings, guardian angels. You don't only meet the devil at the crossroads, you can all gather there and have a good old chat about what happens next. And feeling that Hecate is there to guide you to growth and expansion, receiving and allowing, connection, love, abundance, peace of mind, peace in my heart, trust, joy, bliss, excitement, contentment, neutrality, happiness, and prosperity. And setting yourself a grid, an intentionality, a anchor point for the next time you feel yourself at a crossroads in your life, that this is your anchor point to ground into. You can create an invocation. I hereby declare the next time that I am at a pivotal crossroads in my life, that I will remember, it will well up through my unconscious and remind me. Hecate will be there at the forefront, and she will remind me to feel into these energies: growth, expansion, receiving, allowing, connection, love, abundance, peace of mind, peace in my heart, trust, joy, bliss, excitement, contentment, neutrality, happiness, prosperity. And dropping an anchor into the depths of your internal being, into the waters that we spoke of in our calling, the depths of your waters, your emotional space, your deep knowing. When you say, I feel it in my waters, this is what you're feeling in your waters, following this path of joy, of excitement, following the path of what lights me up. And Hecate will be there lighting you, lighting the way for you. Torchbearer. And dropping into the notion that I am always in the right place at the right time. I am always right on time. I am always on time, no matter the time. I am always on time. Iret siria tairana naira chiriat siria hana naira curatoriat siria tiera tai. And that when we're at that crossroads, that path of your greatest joy, your greatest excitement will be undeniable, that you feel the pull in that direction, feeling anchored in the knowing of your being. Know thyself, know what lights you up, and feeling deep, deep gratitude for this process, for Hecate, for Baba Yaga, for Kalima, gods and goddesses, lineage keepers, our ancestors,
Thank you.
all of the beings that surround you. And speaking whatever gratitude flows from your heart into your flame. Gratitude to my higher self, gratitude to my guides, my guardian angel, gods and goddesses, gratitude to Hecate, Baba Yaga, Kalima, Sekhmet, Inanna, Freya, Lilith, all goddesses that I journey with potently and often with, Ra, Thoth, gratitude to my grandparents, my great grandparents, gratitude to the land, the grandmothers of the land, the energy of the land, the potency of the spirits of the land that call me to be in nature, to connect with the earth, to be in the garden, to sit with the fairies and the fae and the sprites. Mm. And to you, Sophia,
Yes, I'm thankful for the earth below my feet that I can ground in. I'm thankful for awareness. I'm thankful for the opportunity to get to know myself more and more each day. I'm thankful for the opportunity to connect with others along the way. I'm thankful for my lovely fur babies that give me unconditional love each day, that snuggle with me and keep me warm. And I'm thankful for the flame that keeps the earth within my heart filled with warmth and filled with passion, that I may continue on and carry the torch, those that have gone before me, and continue on moving forward into a new day in a new way. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my life, my breath, the opportunity to speak, the opportunity to listen, and to also be heard.
Mm.
And thankful for the rains, the waters, the powerful aspect of each element and what they bring into our lives to help us transpire, transform, and also unite. And I'm thankful for the darkness and the light and all the balance that that brings and continuation and also embracing the contentment to honor where I'm at in this path, on this path, in this journey that I've created for myself, and wanting to continue to allow myself to be there
Mm.
and to be content with where I'm at and honor that woman in me now
Mm.
and honor the space that I'm in now, that I can hone in and embrace the beauty.
Mm.
And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of it, all the experiences that have led me to this. And on this night, as we let what no longer serves us go and we create space for the new, I give thanks. I give thanks to all of the opportunities and lessons and experiences that have led me here. I give thanks to the experiences for brutally ripping into my heart and my mind so I can go in deeper and seek the divine. And there I can find the light. I'm thankful that I am no longer afraid of the night and the dark, but there I can find the light. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I no longer live in fear and fright, but can boldly step forward into my light, carry the flame, and find healing from all the pain. And I'm thankful in that case for how it served me that I can move forward into this new chapter of life.
Mm.
I'm thankful for that.
Mm.
And growing to love myself. That is something that I struggled with for far too long.
Mm.
And feeling content with who I am and where I'm at and
Mm.
knowing it's right where I need to be
Mm.
and trusting that,
Mm.
trusting the process
Mm.
and knowing that it is all that is here, despite the pain and the heartache. Sometimes you've got to break yourself open to be open to what is being presented to you. And that is bright hope for the future and future endeavors and stepping forward into our goals and the lives that we are creating for ourselves.
Mm.
And knowing that I have the power to create for myself.
Mm.
I have it all within me. We have it all within us.
Mm.
Everything we need is within us. Everything we need comes from that long line. It's all within us.
Mm.
It's all within us. And harnessing into love,
Mm.
closing of cycles,
Mm.
and welcoming the beginning of a new one.
Mm.
13, completion,
Mm.
and lots of luck and lots of abundance and prosperity, fulfilling all those needs and all those deep, dark cavities, that I may overflow with the abundance of health and peace of mind and wealth and peace in my heart.
mm,
And there we can find it's always a beautiful place to start, and we
mm,
can start again.
mm, 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 mm.
I'm embracing warmth.
Mm,
For all those out in the world right now that are seeking direction, I pray for you.
mm,
And I send love and warmth and healing your way. For all those in need of warmth, for all those that are shelterless, for all those that are roaming in the dark looking for the light.
mm,
This night, I wish you sight and hope and healing. And know that when you're feeling alone, you are not. And doing my part to share this universal love because it truly is a gift. And it's a gift that has been labored and love for us to share. And my hope is that we don't carry on unaware that this world needs love. And I hope to be a reflection of that.
mm.
And for all of our ancestors and loved ones that are coming to visit, I ask that you speak to us in laughter and joy, and we can remember a happy memory to reflect upon and know that love is never gone. And as you walk here with us during these nights, as the veil is thin, help us to go in to begin again. Help us to find the courage within.
Shirota iranana irayat siriate hiriat iramonorot surate iriat shiarata irana hiriat siriat udrunut shirata hiriat siriat iranana irakiratai. Urut soroto he friat shiarata ananairat siriate ikchiriana no shodotorea friat ananairat siriato froetire ananaira kiorata shiarata amuno. Iret siriatat haira hanana sharatai hamonorot sireti friat iratai. Kyotoreat shiratai monorot shurotai shiret ingananairat shiratai hara. Fruat siaratai freat sire hananairat sirieti iretanairai freat niananairat shirotorait sie. Mm, mm, mm. Blessed be Sophia. Mhm.
Blessed be Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Ooh.
Big stretch.
Strength and victory.
Say
Those are my power words that have come to me.
strength and victory. Wow, that's
Strength and
awesome.
victory.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yes, calling my power back to me.
Fuck yeah.
Stepping into that fucking power, stepping into that strength that we may be victorious in every aspect of the life we are creating for us. Go and win it. Go and do it. The time is now, and it is all within us. So I'm harnessing that inner strength that I may be victorious.
Mm. Mm. Strength and victory. I'm feeling that excitement and excitement, like there's like I feel like a an extra pulling on my being, like a fast track, but like not on the fucking bullet train in Japan, but just like you're being like yeah, like I've stepped into a different timeline that is like exponentially faster. Excitement and expedited excitement. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Expedited, that's what I could see. Expedited excitement. Like, so when you were doing the gratitude at the end, I got this energy come in, and it was like really subtle. You know, when you get your ringing in your ears and it's really high pitched, and you're like, yeah, fucking listening, that's so high pitched. I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
It was it was akin to that, but it wasn't the ringing in your ears. It was a lower, like that's usually really high pitched. It was like on the same parallel to me, if you can see on the camera what I'm doing. It was like out from my head and my ear, but it was like a little bit digital, but not like sci-fi digital
Mm,
ringing, but pretty and just like pulling at my, and it was like it went for ages while you were talking and doing that. So I put myself on mute for a wee bit and did the light language, and lots of light language came through while you were still talking, and then I that's when I unmuted and just let more come through. So yeah, that was really powerful. I've never had that energy come in, so I'm going to feel more into what that is for me. But that completes our
mm,
ritual tonight. So
mm.
I'm going to ring my bell if you have yours handy there. Just feeling that gratitude of closing the space out.
So thankful to the goddess Kali Ma, Baba Yaga, and Hecate for being here with us tonight. I definitely felt their presence as you guided us through that meditation. And thank you, Nicola, for holding space for all of us here in the community and offering us that support and journeying with us through this tonight. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the presence of all you beautiful goddesses that joined us this evening. And
Yes.
yes, all the spaces in between.
Yes. I'm grateful for you for setting the parameters for our evening tonight and allowing me space to bring through what I bring through. And you have been the headless Sophia tonight, which is very appropriate for Halloween.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm celebrating. Any anything coming through for you this holiday? Anything special you're doing?
Me, I have a weekend full of offerings, in person. Friday, I will be at Hipster, where I usually am, offering my Fortune Friday readings. And then on Saturday, I will be at a brewery that is having a Halloween themed event. So there'll be like a tattooist there doing flash on the day. There'll be a band. There'll be me doing tarot card readings and food trucks, and yeah, just all around good vibes. And then on Sunday, there's the Witches Market where I will be selling my paintings and doing card readings. I've got another one here. Let's see which one I'm grabbing. I don't know what I'm grabbing, but there's one here.
Nice.
Oh, there's another. So there's
Oh,
an
it's beautiful.
I just completed. Yeah, I feel like this.
Beautiful.
It's like a dragon's eye coming through, and then I feel like this looks like a sleeping dragon. It just came through really naturally. Like this looks like an eye that's half open, and then the dragon's snout, and that's almost like his nostril there. Just and that was not intentional. I was just like la 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 la.
It's
And then
beautiful.
I where I paint is at the end of my my bed, and so I sat there one night just winding down, and I looked across and was like, "Whoa, there's like totally another." I was like, "Yeah, there's an eye there. That's really obvious." But I was like, "Oh shit, there's another one there." So
Beautiful. I love how those clouds are coming in. It's like roaring smoke, like from the dragon. And
yes,
then the pyramids like look like almost like the spikes would be on his body. So it's all like entailed in like that, like kind of
yeah,
rising from the sea.
yes, totally, and
Wow. Wow, that moon.
yeah,
The moon. How do you do that?
just
It is it is glowing.
lots of like round and round and round. Woo! How many times can I go round and round and then let it dry and then black over? So lots of layers, you know. Sometimes it ends up too white and just go over it and over it until you get what you want to get.
Wow.
And there is more detail in the moon. It's not really kind of showing up properly. It's kind of blowing out the subtle detail of the craters and stuff.
I
But
can see that. That's
yeah.
beautiful. So you'll be selling this at the market?
Yeah, yep, yep. There's five up there that are drying. Well, not drying. I sprayed them with fixative, the gloss today. And then maybe another five or six that I'm finishing this week that I will be selling at the market,
Oh
as well
my
as
goodness.
yes, as well as doing my card readings. So yes. Yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on this year. Rather than Halloween parties, I'll probably watch some spooky movies in the evenings, but I'm more focused on like serving the community and being there and meeting people and helping people on their journey and doing readings for people and sitting with them and hearing what's going on for them and holding space and yeah, being there. Yes, that's it.
That is beautiful. That is
Mhm.
beautiful. So acts of love and service.
Yes, yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
Absolutely.
And how about you? What are you up to this season, this
Oh
weekend?
my goodness. It has been a wild ride. I've been in Rocktober, also known as Shocktober. Um, it just so happened that a lot of my favorite music and artists have been in town, and some of the shows were canceled but got rescheduled for October. So it has literally been a rocking October. Um, yeah, literally like every other night. And I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking ride with it because I know I'm moving into those months. So this is like the last hoorah celebration. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah, I'll be finishing that out with a couple of punk rock shows.
Awesome.
And then spending some time with my family in the community,
Mm.
going to the cemetery. So, as part of our honoring our ancestors, we go and we clean up the cemeteries,
Mm.
and then bring them offerings as well. So, I'll bring some of my marigolds along, and I will be spending some time with my elders this
Yeah.
holiday. So,
Beautiful.
my grandmother and her eldest sister, who is
Mm.
91.
Wow.
Um, so we'll be doing a whole celebration, a cookout, and
Mm.
baking all of their favorite treats
Mm.
and watching some old black and white,
Yeah.
probably some westerns. Grandma's a real big fan of Charlie Chaplin and just some oldies. And
Yeah. Nice.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I actually will have the opportunity to give out candy and treats to the community, which
Yeah.
is exciting because where my auntie is, everybody makes it a point to stop at her house.
Mm.
So it's known in the community, and I'm really excited about that because it's been a long time.
Mm.
So I'm like, I think it'll be special, and yeah. So just bringing in good stuff, new connections. I've had the opportunity to make some really great connections with artists in the
Mm.
community and musicians, which
Mm.
is a big part of my heart. And so it's been really good to connect into that.
Mm.
And just getting back on track with, what I want to do and
Yeah.
self-expression and art and music. And so
Mm.
it's nice how things are coming along and come into place just as they should. And
Yeah.
so I'm thankful for all of that. It's been
Mm.
really great. Been really
Fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I visited your website, Nicola, because I have to share because I'm such a huge fan of yours. So can you share the links or where can we find the links because you're doing a lot of wonderful services that you're
Yeah.
offering right now?
Yeah. Yeah, everything is in Linktree, which is in the description of the channel. So if you follow Linktree, then that links to all the different ways you can connect with me, including website, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group, and everything in that way. But yeah, we just did Awaken the Witch Within a couple of days ago, which was just, yeah, really beautiful ceremony. Hecate, Baba Yaga, and Circe. And, I really love taking people on these journeys. So they're quite a regular offering that comes up, Awaken the Witch Within, and then Deep Dive Dark Goddess, kind of like rotate through those two depending on yeah, what's happening astrologically and what ties in with those and how people can, work with me. But I'm always open to do past life regressions with people. You can book that through the website. I'm always open to do oracle and tarot card readings through the website as well. So if you click in there and look at all the offerings there, I love doing past life regressions with people. I think it's a really accessible way to just like clean up loose ends and just feel like more present. The more of that work you can do, the more present you can be in
Mm.
your life. And yeah, I think that's really important. Definitely.
And that's one-on-one that you will offer. So if I'm
Yeah.
interested, that's one-on-one. So
Yeah.
just going deeper in the layers, right? I
Yes.
mean, going deeper in the layers, clearing out everything for the
Yeah.
new year.
Clearing it
Yes.
all out. Yes, I have
Yeah.
Midnight Alchemy as well, which if you're struggling with sleep or dreams or, night terrors, that kind of thing, or just restless, can't sleep, like Midnight Alchemy is great. Like I didn't suffer from extreme night terrors, but I did have nightmares and
Mm.
restless sleep and just terrible sleep. And I've really found my way into really prophetic dreams, that give me messages. Even last night, my dreams were, I actually now think it was before I went into my dreams, but I remember it as a dream. As I was drifting off to sleep, I could feel my whole consciousness of my body move up and higher. And I felt like expanding into like higher aspects of my consciousness. Like I felt like my consciousness super stretched as I was drifting off to sleep. And then in my dream state, I felt like I was up in the ceiling. Like I was like, I just need to turn down. I need to turn around
Wow.
and look at
Wow.
myself.
Wow.
I swear that I'm that. My consciousness feels like it's that high that I could turn around and look at myself. So like getting yourself into these spaces where your unconscious mind is utilizing your sleep state in a helpful way rather than constantly showing you traumatic, like horrible
Mm,
things, you know.
mm.
So I really like to help people through that because, yeah, proper sleep and processing your day, and you utilizing that space in a better way to get messages and help yourself on your path rather than knowing you're going to sleep and you're going to be traumatized in your sleep. It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's uneasy. No, I've experienced that before, and the fear
Mm,
of or avoiding even going to sleep because it's like, what am I going to experience
mm,
tonight? Or,
yeah.
man, that's pretty wild, and I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to do that again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm,
But then too, you had mentioned as far as like the nervous system, right? That plays
mm,
such a big role in like dysregulated nervous system opposed to regulated nervous system
yeah.
and how that will affect you. I know I've experienced that where
Yeah.
it affects you in ways that you may not even know.
Mm. Oh, 100%. And I mean, if you're waking up with a dysregulated nervous system, or if you're going to sleep and waking up, if you're constantly operating in that state, then, those night terrors are probably coming in because you're so dysregulated anyway. It is trying to show you how to get out of it, or you're in such a dysregulated state and you're in these states of apathy and depression and all those things that we were, burning away, that inertia, that anchoring in a state and not feeling like, there's no change, nothing's changing. You're just constantly anchored in this state. It's like when you're in that state, then those entities and those lower density, yeah, cords of attachment that can come in and just really drain our energy. That is really what's happening. And then, those night terrors could be feeding in from stuff that's not actually relevant to anything, to do with you. It's yeah. So it's
Just
really
stuff
going in and discerning what it
that
is. So we would go in and we would clear up past life stuff and get out of that apathy, depression, anxiety spiral, and then move into those other states. So we do that in my chakra alchemy program as well. So if we were to do midnight alchemy and we get out to a state where you feel, oh, maybe I want to do a longer program now, and you could go into chakra alchemy and we can really go through everything and spend a lot of time in each of the chakras and alchemize each aspect and feel those energies shifting and moving. And I watched the interview recently that Jay Shetty did with Madonna. I think it was like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour maybe interview. But the last part of the interview was her with her mentor. And he said right at the end, it was a great interview, but right at the end, right at the end was like the most potent part of that whole interview. And he said that the state of depression is an unwillingness of the soul to go through something difficult. Depression is the unwillingness of the soul or of the unconscious mind to go through something uncomfortable or something difficult. And so, if you feel like you're stuck in a state of depression, you probably know what you need to do to change it, but it's going to be something uncomfortable that you don't want to do, like have a conversation with someone or break up with someone or and put some boundaries in place with people around you. And then that's fearful and that's uncomfortable because then you have to have that conversation. So, yeah, if you're in that state of depression, yeah, it's your soul's unwillingness to go through something uncomfortable and difficult. So if you can pinpoint what that is and shift it, then that inertia goes away and we can move up and through, those different apathy and depression, inertia all kind of break down and then you can move up into those next layers. But um that nervous system dysregulation as well is kind of where all that kind of like really neurotic behavior can really feed in as well. If we're dysregulated in our nervous system, then we're like
Mm,
anxious and on edge because we're really dysregulated and everything's triggering us. And so then we want to control our environment. And the way we do that is to be hyper vigilant about random things. And that's like really neurotic things that we are like focusing on in our lives that are like drawing a lot of attention from us, that are probably like unnecessary to focus on, but it's
mm,
like, yeah, it's like a toxic cycle that we put ourselves in.
mhm.
Lights just went out there. You went
Yeah, did you see that?
into the darkness.
We better dig in so we can
Yeah.
find the light, right?
Yeah. So I like talking through all those things and, finding really there's a linchpin. There's a linchpin somewhere, you know,
Mm, mm,
deep within. And if you can, unearth that and really laser focus in and just really deconstruct that. And that can be on a quantum level. It doesn't have to be, it's not talk therapy. It's not about reliving that fucking shit. It's not
right.
about it's about energetically going in and and shifting things. So doing these guided journeys where we're
Mm,
subconsciously just saying to the unconscious, just fucking let it go. Whatever it is, whatever that thing is that horrible anchor that is pulling in that heavy, gross feeling, sluggish. So that should have been on there. That sluggish
yeah.
feeling, you know, that we're wanting to clear. And then, yeah, just declaring, I hereby declare is like the most powerful thing that you can state, so long as you are making sure that you're framing it in a positive way. And yeah, and utilizing it in a healthy way. So
One
creating new
thing,
vows. Yeah, what we get.
well, as far as the declaration go, and I know you went into some of that tonight, so you're saying like, okay, you are shifting that into something positive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, totally.
So
Mm-mm.
so it's like moving that energy, like, okay, if I'm taking my power back and I declare that, or I'm moving forward from something, like it's boldly stepping into what it's transformed into, like reaffirming it
Yeah,
with something positive and empowering.
totally. But your declarations can also be clearing. I hereby declare that all ties to my internal suffering connected to fill in the blanks or connected to, my discomfort or my stagnancy or inertia or whatever you want to say, um, be cleared, revoked, released. Yeah, all these bounds are broken, like whatever words that you can say that really declare that this is, I am hereby done. I am done with learning this lesson in this way. And I declare that I will learn this lesson in an easier way going forward. Whatever is within this that I still need to learn will be presented to me in a way that is more palatable, easier to understand. I will understand it when it comes up. I'll see it, I'll recognize it, and I'll be able to process through it. So it's like training your unconscious mind to say, show it to me in a way that I can easily process. And that's where
Mm,
creating that notebook of all of the different symbols and what they represent to you is going to be really healthy. And
yeah,
it can be, what represents the whole gamut of any experience. It doesn't just have to be positive things, like
right,
what's a warning sign for me that I am also, in going into, you know, a territory that's, in a spiral.
right,
What is,
right.
yeah, totally, 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 It could
No,
be
that's
it could be the biohazard symbol, you know. I hereby declare that whenever I'm going into a toxic spiral, the universe will show me a biohazard symbol, and I will automatically remove myself from those thought patterns that I'm having. And who fucking knows where that biohazard symbol will show up? Who knows?
That's funny.
Yeah.
For me, it's like the electric shock one, like Marilyn Manson
Yeah.
used it
Yeah.
before. Anytime I see that, I'm like, that those were critical turning points in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
And it just pops up like, I don't know, on the back of a speaker or the back of a can or something that maybe it
Yeah.
shouldn't be there, but there it is.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite profound, what your friend had shared about, you know, professing to the universe, like, speak to me. Like, I know if I go out and I see a raven or
Mm,
a crow, usually outside my front door, it's like, okay, it's going to be a good day. Or, a messenger coming through.
mm.
Turtles is a big thing for me.
Ah,
And
wow.
yeah, turtles is Mother Earth for me. So
Yeah.
anytime I'm feeling like in moments where I felt unstable and then a
Mm,
turtle appears, it's like, you're okay.
mm.
Yeah. So it is that. And
That's
I
so
think
cool.
that's really,
Mm.
yeah, I think that's really, so again, a turtle shows up tonight,
Yeah.
as you
Well, I was
mentioned
looking
that.
at a turtle when I said that because I've got a sticker over there, which is my friend's family, and each of the animals in the little sticker represents one of them. And I can just see the turtle because there's other stuff over the things because it's a pinboard with heaps of stuff on it, but I could see the turtle. So,
Oh,
so that's
oh.
yeah. So that
Well,
was
man, Nicola, one thing I really value and appreciate about you is when you are sharing these guided meditations, they're powerful.
mm,
Um, when you're sharing your services and hearing you speak, like, I know that that comes from your personal experience,
mm,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh
So
yeah.
it's not like, hey, I'm a spiritual counselor. I'm going to tell you how to do things. We know these things because we've moved through them. Like,
Mm,
you personally experience that at a level where you, like, can wholeheartedly, empathetically say, like, I've been there. I know what that feels like.
mm,
Let me help you move through this.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, 100%.
it's
Yeah.
sincerely genuine. And I say
Mm,
that, I love you, girl, and I'm a huge fan.
yeah.
But
Thank
I
you.
say that from my personal experience, and I know
Mm,
that you've experienced it. And I think you give even more so effort
mm,
to
mm,
it
mm.
because of that, like the depth to it.
Yeah. Oh,
And
totally. And the layers that are spoken into are from, if I haven't experienced something or don't know, then I would direct people to someone else who is, more in that wheelhouse.
yeah.
It's about supporting people in, yeah, in what we've transformed through is where the magic is. Totally. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Big.
most definitely.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
I think that's what it's about right now. Like,
Mm,
when I think about where we've come, and going back to Halloween and how there was a lack of that support and people turning against each other and people killing people and
mm,
everything horrifying that came along with that,
mm,
flipping the script,
mm,
rewriting history, and
mm,
knowing that it's about supporting one another, and
mm,
in this time it's about those connections. And how
mm,
can I support you? Like, now is the time for us to come together and
mm,
support one another in what we do.
mm,
And
mm, mm,
um and in a sense, we're rewriting that history into
mm,
something beautiful. And so
mm,
I think that in itself is to be celebrated as
mm,
well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Celebrating you as well and your evolution of your growth since we've met. Yeah, like it's been two years now or more than
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
I feel like you've grown exponentially as well with what you're creating and putting out there and your
Mhm.
transformations and your confidence and how you deliver your ideas and your storytelling.
Mhm.
You've been really refining all of that, and it shows, you're a great storyteller. And I think if you have a natural gift, which you do, and then you're focusing on refining and growing in that area, and you're an
Yeah.
amazing heart-led storyteller about connecting. and connecting the synchronicities, which are like so fucking present in your life. It's like, I gotta fucking tell this story. It's wild. There's synchronicities that show
Yeah.
up, right? So yeah, honoring you and your progress and your growth and expansion is beautiful to witness and be present for and be a friend within. Yeah. Mm.
Thank you, Nicola. And yeah, I mean it I think truly like going back to our last Halloween episode,
Yeah.
we brought in the words growth and expansion,
Yes.
receiving and allowing, and I think we've done a pretty darn good job of that
I,
this year.
I think we have. Yeah.
Um, and really just stepping into that and like being bold and being courageous and truly what that is and what it's been for
Mm.
me and what I see in you is stepping back into like ourselves, like stepping back into our soul knowledge and our
Mm.
wisdom and
Mm.
our magic
Yeah.
and choosing to hone that,
Yes.
choosing to say, yes, I'm
Yes.
here. Yes, I've been there. I've
Yeah.
grown there, so I can go here. And
Yeah.
acknowledging that it's all been a step of the way, you
Yeah. Fuck.
know? I
Fuck
think that's
yeah.
the beauty in it. And it
Mm.
takes courage to step into that. But
Mm.
as I've decided to step into where my passion meets at the crossroad of what I'm wanting to do and how I long to express myself, then things
Mm.
do flow naturally and there's no longer any resistance, right? And
Mm.
so that's when water will carry you and allow it to flow. And
Yeah.
um, it takes a decision. It takes the choice
Mm.
to step into that. And I just want to encourage anyone who's listening that
Mm.
every step matters.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
progress is progress. Like
Mm.
I know it didn't happen overnight for me. It's taken me many, many moons and many, many years, but I'm here,
Yeah.
and it came down to a conscious effort for me to make the decision that I didn't want that like that anymore.
Mm. Mm.
I've accepted that I learned the lessons, I had the experiences I had to, and now it's time to move forward and maybe experience it in a different way, as you were sharing.
Yes.
Um, and
Yeah.
there's a beauty in that, and there is
Mm.
that ignited excitement in that, right?
Mm.
Um, that we may project and move forward and
Yeah.
truly, really vulnerably step into our authenticity and knowing that I can't accept anything less than that.
Mm. I cannot accept anything less than that. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
Strength and victory.
Igniting and expediting my excitement. This
Fuck
is the next
yeah.
year. This is the next year. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And we love you guys, and we're here to support you.
Yeah.
Make sure to drop in. Nicola's got some great services she's offering. Truly, I would trust her with my life. She is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mentor and a guide. And I'm
Mhm.
thankful for you and your presence in my life, Nicola.
Oh,
And
thank you.
we've got so much stirring in the cauldron. So make
Mm,
sure to jump on to our Facebook page for all the upcoming news and
mhm.
projects that we're working on.
Yeah.
And yeah, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. All the things and the buttons. Like and subscribe. Do the thing.
The bell, hit
The
the bell.
bell. Oh, don't forget the bell.
Ring
Oh,
a ding
I
ding.
didn't get the bell. Alrighty. Well, yeah, let's sign off. Amazing. What an incredible ritual. I feel so blessed and yeah, I'm going to connect into that energy. Remember what that was. Even I'll watch the replay and see what I was what I was doing when
Yeah,
the energy came in because that was we ignited something new there for me. So these rituals are really powerful. So yeah, thank you,
absolutely.
Sophia. Thank you
Thank
everyone
you,
who's
Nicola.
tuned in.
Much love.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, Samhain,
Yeah.
and full moon blessings coming up as we step into this new year, man. Gotta let
Mm-mm.
it go. Anything that remains, shed it, let it go, throw it into the fire, let it transpire and transform into something beautiful.
Mm.
And it's okay to be who you are and
Yeah.
step into that, man. Harness that shit, own that shit,
Own it,
step
own it,
into your
own it,
power, man.
own
Fucking
it,
A.
own it.
Now is the time.
Own it, own it, totally. Fuck it. Time is now. The time is now. You are
It's the
always right on time.
that 13th hour and the clock's going tick. And
Yeah.
so from my space to yours,
Yeah, from the AZ to the NZ and everything in between.
so much love.
Peace. Mm.
Peace.
See you in the next episode.